Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Up next, it's our main event between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
On the ground, E.J. Giddens gets it. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
On first down, Jones hits him on the out route. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Fullback trying to power it across. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down. A big red zone stop.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you kind of set yourself up. Actually, you set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. They weren't particularly interested in disguising that call, Brock. The defense knew it was coming, and they make the stop.
Yeah, even against a prepared defense, you still expect to at least get a yard, get that surge, get that push. We've been so used to seeing it. That's a real tip of the cap to the defense to get that stop.
They're going Taylor. And he's in for the touchdown. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Xavier Gipson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Now here's Cam Scatteroo on the ground. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatteroo. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They give right side. It's Scattergood. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go, shot.
Going right back to Scattergood. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Going to the ground again on foot. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Quick one to the outside by Gunn. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Working quickly here. Again, it's Tracy. And this time he gets in for the New York touchdown. The Giants finish off their opening drive. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's Gould on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They start out 2nd and 10. Going with a screen to Taylor. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Jones now on 3rd down. That one nabbed by Warren. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They go again with Taylor. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that...
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was practice field coming to life for everybody to see. Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
A throw left side, caught by Neighbors. Past the 25. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
Beckham there to grab it. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Clark going to throw again. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd. Here's Dodds. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Giddens. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down. We've set it downs from 37. Taylor trying the left side. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Devon Holland there to make the stop.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Downfield to Warren, he's got it. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Stick around. There's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. First down now. Ball at the 33. One here with Giddens. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Second down carry for Taylor. He gets forward, that's about 4 yards. Tyler Newman with the tackle.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. He does it! Touchdown, New York! The Giants get some late points and the lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
To throw, here's Jones. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a pickup of 26. And that is good for an Indianapolis first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Jones to throw. Setting up the running back screen. They're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, here we go. Second down.
Let's go.
To the air once more. Here's Jones. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away second down. A very tough third down play here. 3rd and long for him here. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
This is why those kickers are down there before the game, trying those kicks in midfield. Kind of like Hooper shooting that half-court shot before half, because they believe, kickers do, that they're going to get an opportunity to be a difference maker. With that long kick, he certainly was.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Gibson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go.
Here's start now. Short pass brought in. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Scatterboo now from the gun. Headed right through the middle of the field. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense. Because with the lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend. The centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First and 10 from the 32. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, that's the one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What do you do with it?
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Darts looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. No run. It's Scatterboo. They bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
That down and distance tells you pass. More than likely, you're going to get man-to-man coverage, and your passing game is more effective. But I love that call. And the trust and the belief you have in your run game that even that down and distance, you can still get the first.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. One play action with Darts. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Start on the ground. Taylor. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
First down, Indianapolis.
Jones now to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that is good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Taylor now up the middle. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
to Taylor on second down. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up first and goal.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Oh, back's got it. Look at the power. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
I know they had bigger visions when they called that play. This is one of those spots, Kate, where when a defense is dialed in, especially in the red zone, it's very tough to surprise them.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Colts start the second half with some needed points. Daniel Jones with a touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
The kicker on for the point after.
I don't think that defense was ready for that kind of push at the point of attack. I think they were thinking outside run, play action, but they get gutted, and they get gutted right up the middle.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Gibson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Gibson on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's first and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. He finds Neighbors right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Second and 3 at the 28-yard line.
It's Scatterbury on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So Brock, that means third down coming up.
Tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
There he is on third and short. Got a man and Neighbors has it. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's the Giants with the ball trying to close out what would currently be a win. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Driving forward with Scatterbury. And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Going right back to Scatterbury. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
At the Colts' 45-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And this one does not go far.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 3.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing third and 3.
Here we go,
Darts back to throw. That one finds his man, Likely. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
We've set it downs from 37.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Tracy. He finds a little room there before being hauled down, gain of 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They give right side. It's Scattergold. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Chased out to his right. Throwing to the back of the end zone. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion. Okay, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's Gould on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Colts take over 1st down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, go!
From the shotgun, it's Jones. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Now carried by Giddens. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. It's downfield. He's got it. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
24-yard gain on the play.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Colts down by 7. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here he is to throw. To the right and reeled in by Downs. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. A give left side to Taylor. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Taylor again. He gets a nice chunk. Looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Let's go!
Here he is to throw. That one nabbed by Warren. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. The Giants using their 1st timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. This one's caught. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Gibson now to return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And that is exactly what they needed. A quick first down, and he freezes that clock. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Likely's got it right side. Perfect execution there. Another first down, and he gets out to stop the clock. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
To the left and hauled in by Likely. And they get the first down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Pulled in by his back, Scattergood. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. 1 final seconds on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. 1 final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. Now out comes the second-year kicker in one of the biggest spots of his young career. A very short kick here from the right hash. Oh, he missed it! The pressure got to him on that short attempt. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins.
Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff for Indianapolis.
And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Gibson now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. First throw of overtime. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants are going to have the first down. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yeah, that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
49-yard line.
On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Offense looking at 3rd and 8 here, and this is a tough one to continue this opening drive of OT. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, big interception here. And the Colts surprise them with the interception, and now have a chance to win this game. We all know you want that ball first in overtime, Brock. You get the chance to dictate how this period starts. But what a stunning turn of events now as that interception gives the other team a chance to win it all right here.
Such a two-sided coin, right? Offensively can't happen. Just cannot happen. But defensively, you know exactly what those defenders are saying to their buddies running on the field. Go do it. Go finish. Go finish that kick in this game, and let's go celebrate.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
This is Giddens. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd down carry for Taylor. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Warriors 70. Ready. Head to 60. Head.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Here's Spencer Schrader. A lot riding on this field goal try. From the left hash, this will be from 50. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And they only needed a field goal to end it, as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Huard and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts are winners as we say so long from New York.